I'm the same as you. I too can live a happy, active life. Not all of us jerk when we suffer a seizure. Don't force something down our throats, certainly not spoons or wallets. Don't panic for us. Stay calm. I'm not mentally ill, so don't think I am, please. Epilepsy isn't what you think it is, but it's often misunderstood. The way my seizures work, and everybody's, are different. I wake up quite slowly, so there's a sense of waking up somewhere, being aware that things are happening around you, but you're not quite sure what they are. I act almost as if I'm drunk, so I slur my words, and it takes a while for me to come around. Initially, you're told everybody is allowed to have one seizure. If you have another one, then this could be a problem that could go forward for the rest of your life. For everybody, their seizures are slightly different. For most people, the picture you probably have in your head is of somebody falling over, foaming at the mouth, jerking uncontrollably. That's me. Those are the seizures that I have. I'm not there when they happen. Some people do have some sense that something is about to happen, and they can either sit down or make people around them aware that that's about to happen. It can involve a kind of absence, a kind of faraway look in your eye, and then you just come around and realize that you're back in reality again. They're different for everybody, but those are the two main types. If I was to have a seizure now, realistically, you probably would have no idea what to do. And that's something that I can do something about, and that's why I talk about this as often as is humanly possible, and why we try to get the message out on days like this. I know if I take 2 pills in the morning and I take 2 pills in the evening, there's a 99.9% chance I'm not going to have a seizure today. That makes me one of the lucky ones. But it could happen right here, right now, in front of you in this television camera. For most people, you say the word epilepsy and it conjures up any one of 2 or 3 pictures in their head, most of which are probably wrong. They range from people who think that I can't go into a room where there's strobe lights, to people who think that if you see somebody having a seizure, you need to have a wooden spoon on hand at all time, or worse still, put your fingers into the mouth of someone who's having a seizure because they might swallow their tongue. They won't. There is a far greater chance that you're going to get your fingers rather severely bitten. One point I went and had a seizure while I brought my car in to get a service, and I'm sitting outside reading a newspaper, doing whatever it is, and I woke up then with a crowd of burly mechanics around me, all looking intensely worried, and an ambulance pulling up outside. I remember the look that a couple of them had on their faces. All right, they were pale. It's not an easy thing to witness. I don't think there is a norm in terms of how people with epilepsy deal with it. I think for some people it does alter their lives to the point where it's extremely hard to simply hold down a job, to simply get on with all day, every day. Imagine that being disrupted on a regular basis, once an hour, twice an hour, 3 times an hour, by something that means that you aren't really there, or that you fall down and that you have a seizure, or that you have an absence of some kind. And that makes getting on with your daily life really hard. I think it's an understanding thing, still at this point. And the more people know about it, and the more people get some sort of vague sense of what epilepsy means for people who have it and how it affects them, that can only be a good thing.